Hi, my device. I'm gonna do a video for my Path is You channel. I'm gonna cleanse the energy because I like to, and I like to call in spirit. Even though I'm not doing tarot over here, I'm just speaking about the journey of life over here, but I still like spirit here with me, God and my ancestors. I'm very emotional today. I don't know why, but I'm still doing my video. It could be in the energy collectively. Mama still showing up. Most High God, ancestors, archangels, and spirit guides, please come down and assist me in giving these divine messages at this time. Archangel Michael, please come down and protect me and my viewers at this time. I'm not trying to get no sympathy or nothing. I just feel real emotional today. And I feel like I still got to show up, like in life, no matter what happens. Show up, still push forward. Everything gonna be okay sooner than later, I promise. This shit ain't easy. Like, I'm just being honest, like, where I'm at, like, when I think about the channel, it's like I want to start from the beginning and, like, give y'all, like, a insight on from beginning to end, but it don't work like that. It just, like, whatever comes up, comes out, and I'm going to just do it like that. And if you do decide to subscribe to this channel, you can always leave in the comments something that you want me to speak about, a path you on, dark night of the soul, what an awakening look like, what a breakthrough look like, how do it feels on a karmic path, the differences. Just ask me anything, and I got the answer, or if I can get the information, I'm gonna make sure that you know it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I know I watch a different couple people, and I know the astrology is in Pisces right now. That's a water sign like me. I got Pisces in my chart. I'm a Cancer sun and a Pisces moon, so a lot of water, a lot of emotions, big emotions. I'm gonna call it spirit though, because I did cleanse my energy, but I want to cleanse it a little more, and then I'm gonna call in spirit. But my face ain't supposed to be in this channel, but it's in, but it ain't in. It's just supposed to be my hands, but I don't have my stand yet, so get what you get. If you know, you know. Don't, that's cool too. Just to cleanse our space. We don't let no evil deities or anything that's not supposed to be in this reading into this reading. Anybody sing but evil out to this reading, Archangel Michael will protect us, and he will return to sender what you sent to us. Holy Spirit. It just feels so good. It's the singing mode. That's how I like to call in spirit. So today I'm just really gonna talk about kind of what comes up, comes out. It's like wherever you at on your path right now, don't quit. Don't quit when you're tired. Quit when you're done. Like, I feel a way. I woke up today and I really didn't know how I felt. I tried to lay there for a minute. I've been extra tired I don't know if that's the upgrades in the body. I'm gonna be honest, because if you if you're on a spiritual journey right now in life, you could be going through awakenings and breakthroughs and level ups in your inner world, not the external world, inside of yourself. And them energetic wake ups, them energetic awakenings, um, it take a lot of energy. I feel like I really feel like I'm going through an awakening or a breakthrough at this time, because I've been butt ball tired and I do a lot of stuff, but I don't know why I've been feeling so tired. Like I ain't really had the energy. Like I ain't had the energy to get up. I've been forcing myself to get up. Like I make myself get up. But if it was up to me, I'd lay there all day if I could. But I can't. But if you're on a spiritual path right now, you're probably going through some type of breakthrough, awakening, or like changing of your inner world. Your inner world changes before your outer world. And your outer world got to catch up to your energetic changes. So sometimes when people tell you, like you're rich in spirit, it's the truth. Your inner world is rich when you decide to change it and you believe that these changes are real and they can happen. Because a lot of people will tell you, like, a lot of people you'll be around, that's why the company you keep is so important. You need people that's going to uplift you, believe in you, like, give you constructive criticism to help you becoming your best self. You don't need people around you who think that you having a spiritual relationship is bullshit. You don't need them type of people, honestly, because there's a lot of people that don't believe in the spiritual side of everything, and that's okay. They got their own free will. One thing God ain't gonna do is force. God don't force himself in your life, baby. He just open. It's an open door. It's like if you ever had a job and they had that open door rule that you could come in and speak about, or address however, whatever. God is like an open door. Look, the door always open whenever you decide that you want to come this way, but I ain't gonna force you. You got free will to deal with me. I'm not gonna force you. And that's how it is with God. You gotta choose God. God chose you already. So it's not you gotta choose God, God ain't gonna choose you. No, God already chose you. You gotta choose God. He already left the blueprint. He already told you, I am you and you is me. So it's up to you. And this spiritual journey ain't easy. So if you living a cakewalking life right now, you probably are not on a spiritual journey. And I'm just being honest with you. Like at the end of the day, I ain't saying it'll always be hard, or I'm not saying it'll always just be like a lot, but a spiritual path is the path less traveled. It's not the path that everybody take. It's not the easy way out. It's not the corner cutter. It's when you gotta stand in that ring and you gotta take accountability of your own actions. You have to be man and woman enough to identify with the fact that half of the things that you're going through in life right now, you brung on to yourself by the choices and decisions that you made. And that's the conversation that people don't really want to have. Is that majority of the things you're going through in life is because of choices and decisions you made yourself. And you just didn't understand how your choices and decisions had a big part to play in how things turned out. And the thing is, God understands when you really didn't know. And that's people's problem these days. Like, you cannot hide your feelings from God. He know your heart. He know what your heart frequency is. You understand me? It's bigger than just, oh, I said I love God. No, he know if you love him at heart. He know if you believe in him at heart. He know if you with him at heart, because it's your frequency. It's your vibration that you on. It's not about what you say out your mouth or how you look, how you dress, and none of that stuff. Like, really. It's your vibrations. Your vibrations allow you to have certain things. Some people in your head, you feel rich, but at heart, you really feel in poverty still, and that's where your vibration at, and that's where you're going to be. You have to raise your vibrations. The ways to raise your vibrations: you can listen to frequency, do things that make you happy, cultivate your own world so that your vibrations can raise. And some of the people, places, and things that you encounter on the daily is the reason why your vibrations is where they at. And everything I'm telling y'all is everything I told myself at the end of the day on this journey of discovering myself. Because I took this journey on my own. God ain't forced me, but my life choices did. Like, where I was at in life and I couldn't understand. I'm like, what is going on? Why is my life going like this? And I'm going to be honest, I don't speak on nothing that I ain't been through. If I ain't been through it, I'm like, you know what? That's a hard thing to go through. I can give you advice that I feel could help you, but I'm not going to act like I've been there. You know what I'm saying? If I haven't, I don't try to make myself understand everything people go through, because sometimes you don't understand because it's just different. I can say I've been where you was at, like I've been through a similar situation. Our feelings might not be exactly the same, but we in the same vicinity with it. You get what I'm saying? We in the same circle. We in the same square. However you want to put it, we in the same environment with it. We just not going. We just don't feel it the same because everybody feels differently, and that's a true fact. But what I was saying is, when I got on this journey, it was about 3 years ago. About 3 years ago, 4 years ago. About 23, I would say, 22, 23 is when I started my spiritual journey, like, for real. And, like, I don't know if I should go back by telling that story. I tell part of it is, like, I got on my spiritual journey because my son's aunt, I never forget this day, and I'm always going to give her this shout out with this part, because if it wasn't for her, I don't think I would have looked at it from that point of view. That's what I say. Because God is the glory always. Because he put it on her heart to tell me that. Real is real. So I was just going through a lot that year. Like, I was going through a lot of shit. My house caught on fire. I lost everything. I was going through stuff with my partner at the time, which wasn't a good partner. I worked the job, but I was kind of unhappy at my job. It was cool because I've been doing it for a lot of years and I love helping people and I love taking care of the elderly, but I just got tired. Tired of being consumed to somebody's house every day, not just going from one house to another. Then when I get off work, I'm just going back in the house. And, like, I was just miserable. I'm not going to lie, miserable as hell. So one day, I'm on my way to go see this house with my partner's play sister. She was taking me to see the house. So I go to see the house. Something happened. I end up not getting the house. I remember just bawling because I'm just like, my life is just in shambles at this time. And I'm talking about my nephew, my son's aunt. she calling my phone. And I'm like, I'm just going through it. I ain't really want to answer, but I answered because I knew I was upset. And so at first, I'm not gonna lie, when I answered the phone, we kind of had words a little bit because I was upset and I was just shooting out shit. And she was like, "Nay, I feel like you saying that towards me," and I'm like, "No, it's not towards you. It's just in general. This is how I feel. Like this is what's going on." So then, because it sounded like it would have turned into something heated, but it didn't because she knew emotionally what I was going through, so it didn't get heated at all. It just seemed like it was, and then it broke out, and I just broke down, and I'm like, Shirley, I'm going through a lot right now. You know what I'm saying? I can't understand why my life is going like this. It's like I'm trying everything at every turn, and just nothing is working. Nothing is working. And I remember like yesterday her saying, Nay, what you gonna have to do is, she said, get some time by yourself. She said, get by yourself and go to God. She said, and ask God. Say, God, can you please show me what it is that I'm doing wrong in my life, or what it is that I need to let go of or separate from, or what is it that's going on in my life that I need to align with you so that I can figure out where I'm going. And I'm like, she right. So I remember, hold on, y'all. Dang, shut my door. Got to shut my door in case my kids come. Okay, I'm trying not to put my face in there, but okay. So I remember her telling me that. So that night, when that day, she dropped me back off at home. I was at home with my partner, who wasn't such a good partner. Um, I mean, he wasn't the worst partner in the world, but he just had a lot of his own traumas and demons he was fighting in, and it just made it hard for the relationship. You hear me? So it was like, because I'm not bashing nobody, you know. But at the end of the day, he did give me, that man right there, bro, gave me an out of my body experience, and not in the best way. But so I he could be a lot at times. So I'm like, I'm gonna wait till he go to sleep, and I'm gonna do this by myself because I wanted to do it alone. So I was staying at his house with him more so. At this time, I was really going through a lot. Like, I was separated from my kids to a certain extent because the house fire, everybody couldn't stay together. So I have my baby boy staying with my sister. My son, my oldest boy, he was staying with his Aunt Shirley, the one who told me that I needed to speak with God. And then the other three, they was staying with my mom. So this is true statement. You hear me? They were staying with my mom. And I was back and forth between my mom's and his house. So at this day, I'm at his house. He stays with his mom. Um, that's another. It was just messy. I'm gonna tell you all about the whole thing. Different. I'm gonna go different segments with this on this channel. So he had the attic. The attic was real big and separate, and it was like you could have a living room and a bedroom. So he was in the bedroom, and he had it set up like a living room, bedroom, like in the room, the bed and the TV and all that. And then in the living room, he had like a living room set, a coffee table, and a TV and everything set up like a living room. So I waited till he went in there and fell asleep, and then I was by myself, and I did it. I said, God, please show me what I'm doing wrong, or what I need to change, or why I'm going through the things I'm going through. I remember having this conversation with God. Mind you, I had never just talked to God on my own. It was like I always believed in God. That's a fact. And God know my heart, so this is true. I've always believed in God. I always believed that life would get better as a little kid. I just didn't know how, And I always believed in God because my grandfather was always a praying man. My mom's dad, he was a preacher, and He installed it in us. Like, and yeah, he was a preacher, but one thing about it, even behind closed doors, he was Team God for sure. From what I know, you know what I'm saying. I'm not. I don't know everything. I don't know people's heart. God do. So at the end of the day, I mean, I do to a certain extent of how much God allowed me to see their heart. I would say that because I do work for God. That's a fact. I'm a vessel of God. I'm going to push God till I don't have a breath in my body. And that's the truth. So at the end of the day, I do know people's heart to a certain extent, however far God want me to know it. But with that being said, I did it. So I talked it to God. The next day, y'all, I can't make this shit up. I even got the things still in my phone. I can go to it. I will after I tell the story. I got the little cards in my phone from that day. So I'm into horoscopes. Okay, I always been in horoscopes since a little kid. Like when it used to come in the newspaper before they had like YouTube and all of this stuff where you could deeply look into it. And before I knew about tarot cards and all of that, it just used to come in a newspaper. It used to come in a newspaper, the horoscope section, and I used to take it out and read mine every time since I was like probably 6, 7, like no cap. So I the next day, y'all, I can't make this up. I went to read my horoscope, right? And it said, you are in a karmic relationship. So I read the card and it explains what the karmic relationship is. It said, if I'm not mistaken, it said the relationship you in is not okay. I can't remember the exact words, but I'm gonna just say in layman's terms what it said. Basically, it said the relationship you in is not your end all be all. This is something to prepare you for your end all be all. Basically, is what they were saying. This relationship is building you. This is not who you gonna be with. You feel me? This is teaching you what you don't want, basically, right? So 222, you could be saying 222. I'm in alignment right now telling y'all this story. So it's so crazy because now, mind you, this little site that I look at these tarot cards on, right? It only give you like one a day or something, right? But this day, I swear to God, I can't make this up. I don't like saying I swear to God, but on God, God knows this is the truth. I can't make this up. I was allowed to look at like between like 8 and 10 cards. This how I knew it was God speaking to me. All the cards was telling me about like cycles of life, about the people and the company you keep it, and things that could be going on around me. Like I ain't gonna lie, all everything about the cards had everything to do with where my life was at that time. The partner I was with, the people I was surrounded with, the company I was keeping. It was everything in my life. Mind you, I just asked God, what is it that I need to know, God? What is it that I need to separate from? What is it that is holding me back? Why is my life in shambles like this? And in no time, I literally asked God that it wasn't even a full 24 hours before he responded. This is how I know that God exists. Like God is real. And if you ask, you shall fucking receive. And I don't mean to cuss when I say that, but I know for a fact you're gonna receive. So if a person say I asked God and I ain't get no answer, you must ain't asked right. God must know it ain't nothing pure about you asking. Or whatever you came to him with, he didn't feel like your vibration matched. And that's just being real. He didn't feel like it was from your heart because God is going to answer. I said, I would just say these dates. This ain't the real dates, but I'm just saying, just say I asked God this on August 21st. August 22nd, he had an answer just like that. I can't make this shit up. So basically, God was telling me, you need to revise your plan, your life, your everything. Everything you got around you right now is not good. Faulty. The people, the places, the things that you're doing. It's not working for you, basically. That was in 2023 or 2020. Yeah, that was in 2023. So yeah, that's when my spiritual journey started. August 2023. I can't say the exact date because I don't know, but it was like it was between like the 18th and the beginning of the 20s, somewhere around there. And this is when my spiritual journey started. When I asked God, what is it that I'm doing in life that's not right, God? Why is my life in shambles like this? The next day he answered. The next day I started trying to take initiatives to do things different. But mind you, I got this guy that I'm dating at this time, and he is a real narcissist, like controlling, like chaotic, dramified, like, oh, it was a mess. Do you hear me? So little by little, I start like building up to do things different. And I watched horoscopes that led me. This was divine guidance. Like, I promise you, I can't make this stuff up, bro. God sent these readings to me to see so that they can help me distance myself from this person, which they did, because every day, like when I go read my little horoscope, they tell me like, you got people in your energy that's not so good for you, and this and this and that. These are over time. None of this was an overnight. Like, literally, this was over. Like, I had to pace myself. It took about 6 months to a year. Shit, 6 months to like, what's this? This 26. So I was saying it took about two and a half years to break away from these people, these places, these things, and I'm still kind of breaking away from people, places, and things. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to keep it real with you. That's why I'm telling you. If you on a spiritual journey, it's not easy, and it takes time, because it took me like a year and a half after I tried to get away from this ex. He was not trying to let me break free. Like, it was serious. Like, he was not leaving me alone. And I kept falling for it, like, falling into it. So I had to, like, this ain't that. This is over. So I had to separate myself from him. Then when I separated myself from him, guess what God said? He said, you got a few friends that not looking like your friends to me. You hear me? He said, I gave them a chance. I showed them some things, sent them a little test to see how they would have your back. They failed. You need to release them. This is basically how God is talking to me. Like, at the end of the day, this is how it's coming to me in my ears. When I'm finding out that I got to release certain people, places, and things, it was like me and God literally, because we was having a conversation. I sent some tests to these people. They didn't pass them, baby. They don't got your best interest at heart like you got theirs. Like, I'm not perfect, no. And because God view you as the person that's more right, like, I don't know how to explain, because I don't want to say it like that. But what I'm saying is, God know our hearts. He know we human. He know we all make mistakes. We all do things that we not supposed to do, or like we might have hurt people and things like that. But the thing is with God is your intentions when you did the thing. You get what I'm saying? The thing is whatever action you took. So like, when God come and give you a test on something or someone, the action that you take, when you take that action, he's looking at that intention that you had while taking that action. So like, say for instance, it's two friends, Mark and Jacob. I just came up with them names and they out the Bible. Mark and Jacob. Okay, Mark and Jacob been friends for 15 years. Now, Jacob have always felt like a little uneasy at times about Mark. Like, he felt like weird things But he always brushed him off like, nah, that's my boy. He ain't gonna do that. Boom. Right? Jacob ain't getting that nudge for no reason. He getting that nudge because that's God telling him something not right with his friendship. But because they've been friends so long, Jacob like, oh, nah, not him. He wouldn't do that. Just because they've been friends. Time does not make you real friends. Let me just put that out there for you. I don't give a fuck if you've been friends with somebody for 25, 30, 40, 50 years. That don't make them a real friend because y'all been friends for that many years. Because sometimes people don't want to take constructive criticism, and sometimes people don't want to accept that people are exactly who they show you to be. Confirmation. So with that being said, he kept pushing it under the rug. Meanwhile, Mark didn't always have good intentions for Jacob. So just say God brings a situation to Mark, right? To see how he would have Jacob's back. So say for instance, Jacob talking to a female. We just gonna leave it at, we gonna just make it this. Jacob talking to a woman that he really liked, right? And he thinking, he really want to make things like to the next level with her. But Mark is kind of jealous because he know like if Jacob get in this relationship with this girl, he might not hang out as much and woo woo woo. So he plans to do something to like mess up Jacob and the girl. That right there. What is your intentions for Jacob? You intentionally are trying to hurt him by messing up something that he wants. Is that a real friend that intentionally hurt you because what your plans is might not serve them? No, at the end of the day. So what I was basically trying to say is, and that I don't know if that was a super good example, but what I was trying to say was basically like, so Mark took into his own hands a way to keep Jacob for himself, basically, like as a friend. Because sometimes your friends are jealous of your partners because they feel like, oh, when you get that partner, we ain't gonna hang out like we used to. So they intentionally try to sabotage your relationship so that they can stay in their place. You see what I'm saying? So basically what I'm saying is God sent tests to people around you to see how loyal they are or if they have your best interest at heart. And if it's one thing to intentionally hurt a person, it's another thing when God know in your heart that you didn't intend on hurting that person, or you really didn't think that the way something happened was going to hurt a person. And then it's what you do after you know you hurt a person. Did you take accountability? Did you try to make things right with this person? These things matter in friendships. Like, really, accountability matter in friendships. Like, a lot of times we think, oh, I've been friends with them so long, it's okay. That's just how it is. No, that's just not acceptable. It's not acceptable because you've been friends with somebody for 20 plus years for them to just shit all over you or do anything and you sum it up to that's just how they is. No, that's not just how they is. That's just how they doing you because you allow it. It's a difference. People only do to you what you allow. But I got off key a little bit. But the bottom line, what I was trying to say is, God know our heart when we make decisions and when we do things, and that's where you stand with God. With certain situations where God break down who is really of Him and who is not, because people that is of God have a God heart. They never intentionally hurt people. They won't. They go into things with pure hearts and no intentions to hurt, fuck over, mistreat nobody. If something like that happened, it's because something transpired to make them have that action. And God's not saying because you didn't intentionally go in and hurt somebody when you hurt somebody that it's okay, but it's more understanding when it's like I never planned to hurt this person, but then they did something to hurt me and I hurt them back. I still had to get karma for getting my get backs because vengeance ain't mine. Vengeance is the Most High's. But what I'm saying to you is that God knows your heart. So if he know that you didn't intentionally try to hurt somebody, he know that you is more like him. If you intentionally try to hurt people, who are you like? Your father, the fucking devil. So that was that. But I'm just putting that out there. But what I was trying to say was knowing your heart. So God was showing, going back to my story. So because I went on a little over the place, but y'all get it if you get it. So basically, what God was trying to show me is that, like, I know your heart. I know that you went in here with pure intentions. I know that you never planned to hurt none of these people that you befriended. I know that you went in there with as your authentic self, trying to love, trying to build, trying to be. And these people took your kindness for weakness and walked all over you, stepped all over you, because you didn't realize that it has to be reciprocity, or equal give and take in relationships. You didn't understand that if you overgive, it do not get you what you want. Overgiving don't get you the love that you want. Overgiving don't get you the partner that you want, or none of them things. Overgiving gets you overtakers. If you overgive, you're not going to get nothing but a person that takes more. They're not going to give more because you give more. They're going to take more because you give more. So God has to teach you how to give just the right amount. Not overgive, not undergive. Equally give. Equally yoked. God has to sit you down in a season to prepare you to understand how to give enough and not too much. Like, you have to go in that season of hermit mode in preparation with God. And that's what I did, because God showed me these people ain't your people. These places ain't your places. These things ain't your things. I bring you here for something with a higher calling. And the only way to that higher calling is to release these people, these places, and these things that's no longer serving you. So I had to go through preparation, hermit mode, a dark night of the souls, which I'm still doing. I'm still going through. Like I'm wrapping it up. That's exactly what it is. Thank you, Spirit. I'm wrapping it up. Like I'm wrapping up learning the lessons so that I can step into the leadership role to teach people how to acknowledge these things they're going through, to how to grow from them, how to cultivate the world that you need for you, separate from other people. So that's where I'm at right now. But I'm at 38. I wasn't going to go so long, but I needed to tell y'all that story, like, about how I got on this spiritual path. And it's just that simple. One day you just gonna wonder, like, what is going on in my world? And it's gonna draw you to God. Because let me tell y'all something before I close out. Everything in life is spiritual. If you think not, you're gonna learn the hard way. If you want longevity in anything, longevity in your life, finances, building a business, anything, the vibration of that material thing and that vibration of your spiritual path have to align with each other for it to stay for longevity. You understand me? Ain't no materials without God. Ain't no God without material. Like, I mean, it's God without material, but what I'm saying is, basically what I was trying to say, I'm not saying that the material things make God. God made everything. So if ain't no God in it, ain't no thing. That's what I'm really trying to say. So with that being said, you can't have anything without having God. You can have it. You gonna have it. But you gonna have it with chaos and drama and the devil and having to give so much for so little. That's what you're gonna get when you get it from God. When you spiritually align with it, it's longevity. It come in peace. It come with long term. It come with stability, longevity, long term, longevity, all the same. But still, you get what I'm saying. When it comes from God, it comes with peace and longevity. So, just knowing that if you on this spiritual journey, you are aligning with the spiritual side of things so that you can align with the material side of things and bring it together. And that's going to transpire longevity in your life when you align with the Most High and His plan for your life, His will for your life. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to finish telling y'all the story about how I got where I'm at now. That was just a little tip of the iceberg. It's a lot more where that came from. So if you're interested, like, share, subscribe. The path is you. You are the path you're seeking. Yes. So I'm gonna give you something to take with you. I love to give something to take with you. Okay. Get you a goddess guidance oracle and an archangel Michael. To take with you and make sure that you come back. Please like, share, subscribe. I said it already, but I'm gonna say it again. We'll do our goddess card first. Holy Spirit, please come down and give me clear messages. What do me and my divine loves on the path as you need to hear at this time from our goddess guidance oracle? Ooh. Y'all see how? Oh man, it's 4 of them. Dang. I ain't doing 4. Holy Spirit, please come down and give me clear messages. I need 1. Holy Spirit had a lot to say, but we already at 42, so that would have been long because I would have had to read all of them out the book. And they gave me 4 more again. I'm going to just take the top one. I'm going to take the top one. Okay. Now, I can't pronounce her name. I can't, but I want you to be able to hear it. So, I'm going to get the phone. Excuse me. Got my body all in the camera. Okay. We're going to get the phone. I love doing my readings. I ain't gonna lie. My readings or just mind you, I meant to tell y'all. So if you on the path as you, this is only my second video. I have a Mystic Messenger 2189. That's my other YouTube where you can see readings. I do tarot readings, insight readings, general readings. I haven't started doing like individual horoscope readings yet because I've just been big on the collective energy right now. But I am going to start doing just for like Gemini, Scorpio, like that. But I do offer those if you're interested. And I do have a mini read for 2222 right now, where I just do a little mini reading on what's coming, like a general mini reading. But let's go. Let's get this. Let's see. Excuse me. I need Google to pronounce this to me because I can't. a tip to try to say this. The I and the H just scared me, so.
Isho. Isho.
Isho. I wouldn't even have thought. So, Isho. Okay. Isho, medicine woman. You are a channel for divine healing power. Okay? So, if you connected to this message, you could be a channel for divine healing power. I know I am. So, let's read the message from the book. Isho, medicine woman. You are a channel for divine healing power. Message from Isho. Commanding power is not the same as demanding it. Demanding comes from a childlike place, a childlike place, like a temper tantrum, based upon the fear that it might be withheld. Commanding is based upon the sure and steady knowledge that you are part of the great spirit's grace and wisdom. You're a lightning rod that can conduct the power. Simply connect to the power through unyielding clarity of your thoughts processes. Don't waver for a moment in your sure and steady decision to be a conduit of the power that already resides within you. Connect to the even bigger source and allow it to amplify your natural power. In this way, you're a steady connector of the infinite, from the infinite to the infinite. In other words, it's all spirit around you, through you, and to whomever you're healing. Various meanings of this card. You're a healer. You're being healed. The situation and or your loved ones is being healed under your healing knowledge and abilities. Learn about healing. Teach the healing arts. Start or continue your healing practice. Mind you, I think I needed to hear this. I started this channel because I felt like people on a spiritual path need help along the way, and I'm sure they got other guides. Because it's a lot of us, it's a lot of light workers, it's a lot of people that God used as a vessel to bring His people back to Him, back to grace, back to love, back to harmony, peace, and heaven on earth. Like, but it's all about your choices because you got free will. You can answer the call or not. But the reason why I felt like I needed to hear this is because this is what I love to do. And I just need to get more consistent, honest. When I'm here, I'm honest with y'all about what I'm fighting with, what I'm going through. Like, I'm going to get on here and I'm going to tell y'all what I'm going through in my life with my home. Like, things that I had to do. But it ain't as hard on me now because I already been through it. God already showed me it. I already had to live it out. So when it happened this time, I didn't lose my mind about it because I already know what I got to do. And this is what we do every day. God then took us through the same test a lot of times. And the reason why you're going through it again and again is because you haven't learned. At the end of the day, how are you losing it about something that you already been through and you already know what it takes to get the job done? So why is we losing ourselves? But I'm gonna come back to y'all for that. I just forgot that quick how to say that name. That's so crazy. Fried.
Isho.
Isho. Okay, my bad. Isho has been reverted since ancient times as the moon goddess who, with her husband, the sun god, gave birth to all the other Mayan gods. As the embodiment of the moon, Isho is intimately connected to the tides of the water. She believes to control rain flow in all aspects of water. In fact, she calls Lady Rainbow, as her essence is infused in the water droplets. that create rainbows. As a mother goddess, Ixchel helps with fertility and childbirth. She also a powerful healer who remember the origin of human life upon the planet. She can connect you to your foundational roots as a spiritual healer. So you can call on Ixchel to help you with your foundational roots as a spiritual healer. You can call on Ixchel. So Ixchel is letting you know that you are a healer. You're in the right place at the right time. If this resonates with you, if you feel like you are a healer, my intentions is that whoever is a healer, they see this video. This is timeless. Yeah, I'm a healer and I know it. I just gotta stay consistent. And y'all gonna help me having this channel. I'm gonna be consistent. I need this. I need this channel like this channel need me. I ain't gonna lie. It helps. It helps getting this out because these are things you carry every day. But let's see what Archangel Michael has to say. Archangel Michael, please come down and give me clear messages. What do me and my divine loves need to hear at this time? Okay, so it's feeling like I need to take two, and it's so off key, but I feel like what's led is what's led. So I'm gonna read the first one. The first one is don't give up on love. A relationship you cherish can be healed. Allow me to clear the way for forgiveness so that love can thrive again. So even though we wasn't talking about love, somebody needs to hear this. I feel like it ain't no coincidences. Even though this is not my channel where I do love readings or any of that, that will be my Mystic Messenger channel. Somebody on here is going to see this, and you probably had it in your head to give up on love, but don't. And then at the bottom of the deck, all is in perfect timing. This is it. It's time to take action now. I will be here to help you every step of the way. So it's a butterfly in this picture. It's a bright, bright light. The doors open, all in perfect timing. So if you had a plan to take action on something, do it now. That's for you and for me. Do it now. Because all the green lights are on. Let's see what the book says. I know this didn't have nothing to do with love or where you going, but this what came up. This what came out. This what you need to hear. Somebody trying to give up on love, probably because of where they at in their life at this time. You could be going through a lot. You could be on a spiritual journey, and the reason why you on this spiritual path is to bring you to this love that you never had. That could be why you're going through this preparation. Not saying that your spiritual journey is only for love or to find another person. Your spiritual path is to bring you closer to God and what God wants you to do on what God wants you to do on this earth. What are you here to do? This preparation brings you into balance so you can be a vessel for God to use you in a way he see fit for you and his will over your life. So don't give up on love, and everything is happening in perfect timing. Take action now and you will be happy later. Even though this didn't have to do with love. Nothing about this reading had to do with love. And that's the thing. Everything don't have to be a certain way that you think. That's what God be trying to teach us too. Right? Just because you see it this way don't mean that's the way it gotta be. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes the way you see it is not the best way for it to be. Just gonna be honest. One. All in perfect time, and that's 40. The door of opportunity have opened for you, and you're being invited to walk right through. This is the moment you have been waiting for, and you deserve the goodness that is flowing your way. If you are asking about a situation in the future, then you should take this message to mean that your anticipated timing is perfect. Stay with your current plan. This card indicates that there will be great abundance tied to this timing. It might be related to financial prosperity if that's your plan. It could be that a multitude of happy experiences are in store for you. Perhaps you can expect a ample help from others to make your dreams come true. In whatever form this abundance presents itself, accept it and share your gratitude with the divine. So, straight on camera. Oh well. I'm posting this video. I'm not editing it, and yeah, it's going where it's going. So that's that. Um, that's all in time. So the doors of opportunity are open for you. If you see this video, this is meant for you. If you're on a spiritual journey, it was meant for you to see this because the doors is opening for you or already open. We in the angelic realm know that relationships can be challenging. One of the most difficult parts of the human existence is forgetting that you forgetting that you are all connected to each other energetically. That mistaken feeling of disconnection is what generates unforgiveness and judgment of others. This is Don't Give Up on Love, what I'm reading. This message is meant to assure you that the relationship you are anxious about can be healed. If the situation includes another person, your guardian angels are working with the guardian angels of the others concerned in much the same way a mediator would. Hearts are being opened and harsh thoughts are being quieted. The opportunity for healing is being established. This is not the time to give up on love. Just as difficult as your connection with others can be, your relationship with yourself. Just as difficult as your connection with others can be, your relationship with yourself. If that's your challenge right now, don't give up on self-love either. If your past experience have caused you to give up on love entirely, I would urge you to allow forgiveness to wash over you. You deserve all the type of love in your life. Don't shut out the chance for it by telling yourself, I give up. Your angels love you. I love you. We never, ever give up on you. So the divine love you. The Most High love you. The angels, the archangels, the spirit guides, and the ancestors, and past on loved ones, they all love you. Stop looking for love to come a certain type of way. I gotta be honest with that because that's something I had to do. Love is always all around you because the divine loves you. Like, real is real. If you on a self-love journey, that's why I say don't give up on love. This ain't just about you getting with somebody else. You could just be in and having a spiritual journey with learning how to love yourself unconditionally. If you don't give up on that. Keep working on that because loving yourself is going to bring you into alignment with everything in your life, literally, because God always take you back to yourself. Your self-love is going to align you with the right career, the right people, places, things. Because when you love yourself, you don't just allow any and everything. So whatever journey you on, be it a relationship or yourself, don't give up. You got this. You're not on this path alone. And just keep showing up no matter what. When I started this video, I was crying. I still showed up. And at the end, I feel good. And my heart feels full because I feel like I did something that light my soul on fire, and that's tell my story to people that I feel like need to hear it. And it's just a little tip of it. This ain't even nothing. I got so much more to tell and give, and teach. So that's the message. I love you guys. The Most High, I love you the most, but I love you too. And I'll see you guys on the next one. I hope this resonated. If it do, leave me a heart in the comments.